Hello, everybody. I'm Paula Andrea Pyle, your host for the Mode of Cosmic Therapy Hour, and I am delighted that you have chosen to join me today for another session. We have on the set today Mitzi, of course. Hello, Mitzi. Glad to have you here. And Sandy, my faithful dear friend and soul sister, in the control room. Glad to have you back again as always, Sandy. Well, what in the world are we going to do today? That's what we don't know, and that's what's so exciting about this show. I have no idea what I'm going to do or what I'm going to say throughout these 60 minutes or 58 minutes, whatever the case may be. But I'm certain that it's going to be interesting and enjoyable. Words were flooding my mind. What would it be? What would it be on this day that is going to take place if we arose every morning from our bed with the same excited anticipation just to see what the day was going to unfold? We would be flowing into the events and not be filled with dread or worry or anxiety or depression or optimism that was grounded on false premises based on expectation. I expect nothing from this hour, but I will enjoy whatever occurs. Thank you for tuning in. Wow, Mitzi, that's something I don't say very often. That's a new one. Thank you. What does that entail? Thank you. What I will be doing for those of you who have never tuned in before, I will be using a lot of numerology, and that is the science of numbers, in fact, and it is older than astrology. And in numerology, the premise is that letters are alive and they carry a vibration, and they are all assigned a certain number. So let me go ahead and see why I started this show with thank you, which is something I don't normally do. So let's see what we've got here, Mitzi. We've got all right, we've got a 1, 7, 3. So we got a 10, make sure. We got a 10, 15, 26, 33. All right, so we got a 43. That's honor, because it is the god of Ronar, R-O-N-O-H, Ronar. Honor, honor. So when you are thanking people, you're honoring them. Never thought about that before. But you're not to thank people for doing something for you. What do you mean, Paul? You don't thank people for doing something for you? Because when people do something for you, they get their reward in the doing. And so there's no thank you necessary. Let me see what's going on here. 6, 14, 23, 27. Let me make sure. 6, 14, 23, 27. So we have a 33, and that is a master number. Now what am I, wow, okay, so a reward is a master number. Let's begin with a short course in numerology. So we'll be on the same page. 1, penetration. We penetrate every single solitary thing we do during the day. Our thoughts penetrate the ether, and so they are alive, and they have effect. All right, so when you see the ones are in and on and around these words, you will know they have a penetrating effect. 2, manifestation. Substance, form, So when you see the twos in these words, remember that it is manifestation of some sort. The substance. This is substance. A form. A form. Three. Let's go ahead and put the 3 as the child. Let's put the 3 as the innocent child. Let's put 3 as communication. Okay? So when you see the 3 in these words, remember it is the child, the innocent child, communicating. 4, ruled by Saturn. It is also the father. It is the rules, regulations. It is also customs and ritual. Now, why in the world would I be speaking about ritual? When you brush your teeth every day, you're engaging in a ritual. So remember, I want you to stay with me. When you see the 4s, what you're seeing. And you remember, if you've watched another show, I talked about how the 1 is penetrating. I'm saying it again today because it needs to be said. It is the penetrating. We're all penetrating. We come and we go deep, deep, deep. But we must cross ourselves. We must cross ourselves in order to draw from this penetration. Wow, Paula. That sounds really esoteric. 5, experience. Religion. Life. So when you see the 5 in any of these words, there are some of the things that are associated. 6, love, purity, relationship. Also, 2 is that, and 11 too, but 6 most especially. And it always, always represents Jesus. Now, how about that? Having said that, there is conflict, disagreement, turmoil. Whenever you see this 6, whenever you see the 6, it also represents beauty. Boy, I'm into the 6 today. It also represents art, music, drama. Stay with me as I break down the words. All right, 7. Again, penetrating. Do you see that? This part right here. This is your head. This is thoughts. This is energy that you have that you must take down deep, deep, deep in order to penetrate into the truth of whatever the situation is. Okay? It is God's number. It is isolated, and it is also private. These are some of the things, just some of the things that are associated with these numbers. 8, the number of infinity. What is above is below. We start, we are constantly in flow. There's nothing that is happening on the surface that is not going on below. This number has to do with dreams, sex, death, money, control, psychic energy, force, concentration, inability to relax, nine. If you will see, that's that penetration again. Penetration. This is complete. You see that circle? It's complete. Any artist will tell you that. This is the infinite circle. This circle must come to the earth, expand itself, evolve, understand, comprehend, grow, indulge, find an interest. All right. So we have the energy that runs through all of us. We are shaking, breaking, gyrating beings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 starts again. 1, penetrate. 2, receive, communicate what has been received. Carry forth the message. We're all doing this all day long. All day long, we're all doing this at all times. Penetrating, impregnating. 2's receiving it, receiving it. This is communicating it. This is making substance of it in the sense of laws and rules. You must have something to govern this energy. This one, freedom to express and experience that energy within these laws. 6, develop the love. Find the love, express the love, unconditional love in your walk. Then we move to the 7. So we have had this energy run through us, we've received it, we've communicated, we've developed laws upon which we have to stay inside of it. We take those laws and somehow conform to them, and then we experience and see how far we can go and what we will break and get rid of to establish better. We move into the love because, not because, that's the last reason. We move into that love in order to grow and to evolve to this 7, which is God's energy, God's number, to move beyond our thoughts. It's sort of like you get your whole life going and then you got to abandon it for something much higher. You take those God's energy and it is transformed through sex, money, and of course death. To arrive back at the completion where you started from, because here was this, that is the 1. It's this dot, but I'm making it here. You arrive back here, And you got to do the whole thing again. Experience life at its deepest level. Okay. Now, we're going to do what we normally do during this hour. I feel so studious today, Mitch. So serious and studious for some reason. Let me see, that's a Sharpie, so I better not use that. Hey, Sandy, there's my sunglasses. I was looking for those. Couldn't find them. All right, there's my glasses, in case I try to read something. And my beautiful pen. I was looking for that too. Okay, what we're going to do, that's a Sharpie. All right. What I usually do, at random, pull something out of this box, little beautiful colored box. And whatever is written on this paper is going to tie together everything that will be said within this hour. And you know why that is? Because you don't set about doing what you do during the day. Your day, by the moment you get up and the first breath you take, in that day, awaking in consciousness, those circumstances, situations, and people that you're going to meet and interact with on any given day are there, and you will be running into them. And the things that you say, and the things that you do, and the things that happen to you are all part of this beautifully, cosmically, intricately divine plan. No, it's not foreordained as such as somebody would say that you have no say-so. Not in that sense, because at any given moment you can say or not say. That's